Hey everybody, this is Phi. I'm checking out Sector 6. We're going to do a playtest. This is a part of the Reddit Feedback Friday. I'm going to go ahead and read the Reddit post here. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. It's a little loudish. Sector 6 is a shoot 'em up looter shooter. This demo shows the game close to final release, ETA this summer. It's a bit glitchy and full-on unfinished features. I think it's supposed to say full of unfinished features. Would like to get feedback about the first 15 minutes of the game. I've made a new tutorial recently. Thanks. Alright, so let's give this a quick run through. It looks like it's not in full resolution here. I gotta make sure I get rid of my overlay before I ruin this video with that. Let's go into settings here. Let's see, music full screen. Looks a little blurry. Interesting. There's no resolution setting that I see. Yeah, the text in particular looks blurry. Huh, interesting. Customize avatar, change spaceship name. That's my avatar, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, let's go with this guy. Let me go ahead and mute my Facebook here real quick. And yeah, so I'm not sure if this is running in my native resolution or not. Damage text hit frame. Red frame around screen that appears when spaceship takes damage. That seems like it'd be something you might want, but it's turned off by default. I don't know about the controls. We'll just have to jump into this and try. It does say this is a demo version of the game. Purchase full version to get boss missions, all-story missions, access to secured regions, access to modular difficulty system, and uncapped level. Tutorial on optics. We already kind of tweaked that, so let's go ahead and start here. Oh, is that me? Sector 6 is under attack by the machines. E. The machines are massive automatic spaceships that came from the unknown location 68 days ago and started destroying everything. You are Azamar, the best fighter of the Negati Armada. You are here to destroy the machine minions and secure the area. Move your spaceship with arrow keys, okay. So unfortunately it doesn't use WASD. I do want to try the gamepad real quick, see if that's supported. Controller detected. Use D-pad to move cursor. Press A to click. Did what now? Alright, so it does support the controller. Oh, that's how I can run into that. I guess the cursor hasn't been introduced yet. This is use D-pad to move the cursor. I don't know if that means, is that for like in the menus or something? Because I can't see moving with the left stick and also using the D-pad. Approaching hostile target. Initializing combat HUD. The red bar on your right, that's my left actually, but the red bar on your right is armor bar. Armor bar shows how much damage your spaceship can take. This is alloy. Alloy can be used to repair armor. When armor is low, hold right stick. Or, I think that's right stick. This is ability bar. It shows status of installed abilities. This is ether. It is used to activate powerful abilities. Gain ether by destroying minions. Okay, so we got A for missiles, it looks like. Except it's not working. And so the start and back... Oh, the back button does work. Alright, so this is... I think this is what I meant when I said move cursor with the D-pad and then A to click. It's kind of odd that you wouldn't use the thumbstick to move this. But, okay. Yeah, and the start button doesn't work, so it's a little unusual to me to use the back button for pause rather than the start button. And aside from that, I can't really get anything to happen. Oh, now it's... Okay, so it wasn't allowing me to use it until now. Is it dead? Ooh. Ouch. I think it would have... Okay, it's dead. I think it would have made more sense to to allow me to use it before, just because, you know, a lot of times players go into a game and they just try and press the buttons to figure it out rather than, you know, waiting to be prompted to. So I guess I kill this. Press B to activate shield removal ability. Okay. Does this have animal? Oh, okay, so a couple of things I'm noticing. So sort of a bad combination of things. For one thing, there is a dead zone on the stick, which is a good thing, but it might be a little bit too big, so I'm not sure. Is there... Oh, I can't switch back to the mouse. Oh no. Oh, okay, if I go out of the menu and then hit escape, I can use the mouse, so I unfortunately can't adjust the options from in here, which is something that would really be nice. I don't want to have to go back to the main menu. I guess we're gonna do that just to see. That's a bit unfortunate. Controls. And this is keyboard controls, so I'm gonna guess if I use the D-pad it'll switch to keyboard and mouse to do that. Okay, so you can't customize your controls with a gamepad for whatever reason. That's too bad. Okay, so I was hoping for a... Let's see again. I was hoping for a dead zone setting, because it does feel like it's a little too big, so what that means is that if I move the stick a little bit, it doesn't register yet. And also means even if I move the stick a lot, there's a tiny space of time when it doesn't register yet. So it makes your controls ever so slightly less responsive. The other thing is that there's a lot of inertia on the movement, and I typically think this is a big no-no for shooters like this. It just makes your movement a lot less responsive. It's actually quite a bit in this particular game. It's a lot of inertia, so you can't make quick changes in your movement. And for a shoot 'em up like this where you have to dodge things, that's bad news. Especially since the first enemy over here, he actually has really fast shots. So I don't really consider that not such a great thing. See, those move very fast. It's very hard to move between those missiles. And it's the first enemy you ever encounter. Some of this debris kind of was faking me out. I was afraid it was gonna be like a shot or something that was gonna hit me, but so apparently the B is gonna be whatever this is. So yeah, it's a little hard to distinguish the damaging shots versus the debris. They're all kind of just this black silhouette. There is a little bit of a trail behind the actual damaging things, but it's not that clear to me. Like this is fine because there's no debris on the screen right now, so. Okay, so it's a little, ooh. And unfortunately the parallax is kind of throwing my brain off here, because it kind of feels like it's really tripping me out, actually. It might be nice if there's some kind of particles. There's something really subtle on the actual... I hate that I can't just grab my mouse to use the menu here without hitting the escape key. Might be nice if there's some particles on the layer of where the action is. Something really subtle so that you kind of get your proper sense of movement. Because the parallax is kind of distorting that a little, so compared to the actual bullets on the screen, it feels really weird. I'm not sure if you move the same speed in every direction. I guess so. This guy's hard to actually shoot and dodge at the same time. Again, just that inertia just makes it, unfortunately, more difficult than it needs to be. Oh gosh. I can't move with the D-pad either, so that's kind of too bad. Most people, when they play 2D shmups, they're going to want to prefer the D-pad. Like, I usually don't mind the stick too much. And this guy's pretty bullet spongy by the by the way. Like I had to hit him a lot for like an early enemy especially. So one other thing I noticed is that the hitboxes seem to be pretty big. One thing I always recommend, and most especially in 2D shmups like this, is to make hitboxes nice and small, especially for the player. Getting just barely grazed by something and taking full damage for it is kind of annoying, and everything just feels better when you can just kind of more successfully dodge through tight spaces and things like that with a nice and small hitbox. I definitely recommend making that nice and small. It doesn't have to make the game easy by any means. You can always make it hard in other ways, but that's a really good way to make the game just feel better. So unfortunately I didn't read what that actually said, but it looks like we're getting some kind of ability points here. Rapid fire mode, level 4 ability, missile strike, I think we already have that one. Shatter, which we already have that one. Super shield, did I unlock this already? It's showing in the third slot there. I don't remember that being there. I guess we're gonna do this. Press A to select. I did press A. Wait, what? Well, I had to press it 3 times. I don't know what was happening there for a moment. Upgrade or downgrade. 1 unallocated ability points. I don't know what... I guess Ether is what's fueling my special things. Reduces missile strike ability cooldown. Effect lasts 9 seconds. Okay, so this is used in conjunction with the other ability, apparently. And has a passive effect, apparently, of +8 weapon damage, so interesting. Upgrade. Well, now hold on a second. It's asking me to upgrade or downgrade. Does that mean I already have it? And how do I back out? There's no back out button. None of the buttons is back out. I can either upgrade or downgrade, apparently. I can't do... Like, I can't undo this. Okay. I guess I did it. So this is a spaceship building screen. Okay. So this is us. It looks like we have a grid-based building system of some sort here. 3 out of 6 parts installed. Alright, this is a little complex. Alright, so one of these sorts of things. Engine increases maximum armor. It's kind of weird. I would expect it to have some kind of a speed effect. Maybe it does, but it's not mentioned, so... looks like I can go back to the mouse in here for some reason, but it only moves the selected thing. This is actually, I think this is a bug. So it can move the little selection box with the mouse. I can't move the cursor. So yeah, I really would like to be able to bounce back and forth between, you know, I'm sitting right here, I have my gamepad, it's just like I can easily grab my mouse to do menus better. But unfortunately it doesn't. I have to hit, if I hit the escape key, then I can at least do that. I don't know what this is. Refilling it with alloy. I don't know, is this for building? Surface relay, advanced weapon. Plus 200 weapon damage, generates 11 Ether on kill. Sold for 15 units or dismantled for 15 alloy. So I don't know what like the price of this is. Is this a thing that I have, or do I have to buy it? Like, can I... I'm not really sure. 3 out of 6 parts installed, 1 out of 3 weapons installed, so this is suggesting, I guess, that I have more, or that I can have more, one or the other. Whew, alright, so this is pretty complex. We've got all sorts of different things. Oh, I don't know what manage does, I don't know what view sets does. Looks like Can't click on these right now. Press E to continue. Maybe this just isn't implemented, or it's not active for the demo or something. I don't really know. Nothing I click on works apparently, so I'm just gonna, let's see if we can go back to the building field inventory. Okay, so for whatever reason when I went into the mouse these things weren't here, these labels. Drag and drop part from the inventory to the building field to attach it to your spaceship. Well, now it's here. Didn't I try this already? I thought I tried that. That's weird. Now your spaceship is ready, okay. We can go back to... Alright, use D-pad to move cursor, press A to click. So I think this is 30 ether. For whatever reason, the rapid fire thing seems to be disabled. Maybe it's because I don't have enough ether to do... So wasn't it the ether that's for the special moves? But it doesn't seem to be going down. I don't remember exactly what was explained for the ether. These seem to be only tied to a cooldown. And the rapid fire one is... Maybe the rapid fire one has an ether cost and the other ones only have a cooldown cost. I've seen that kind of thing before. Whoa! So these guys are shooting pretty much before they get on screen. Oh gosh, there's all these different size bullets. Very fast bullets. So again, I would definitely get rid of that inertia, like completely. The bullets are so fast, it's hard to dodge them. But I would also suggest, you know, let the enemies get fully on screen for a moment before they start shooting at you. Yeah, because that's a lot to very suddenly have to react to. Oh geez, and those are super fast bullets, holy moly. I mean, I understand the idea of making it the kind of game where it's okay to take some damage here and there, you don't die from one hit. Actually, it looks like you have a ton of health. But still, I would definitely recommend making it easier to dodge things with, you know, having less inertia, and just like reduce the overall player health to kind of compensate, because what that does is it makes the game more skill-based rather than just focus on your build or whatever, which, I mean, if that's really what you want, if you want the game to be more about building and sort of an RPG-like progression, then you can do that too, but I would definitely prefer it to, you know, the action portions of it to play better rather than having to rely on that and keep it more skill-based. Ooh, lots of stuff. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to think about my other abilities and stuff here, because I'm just kind of focused on dodging, and to some extent, if you can dodge things successfully, you don't really need some of the other stuff like the shields and stuff. Maybe maybe certain players who aren't as good will benefit from that sort of thing. Like, if, I mean, obviously I'm not a top-notch shmupper either, but just kind of thinking aloud here. In theory, if you could dodge everything, you wouldn't need like any special abilities. You would just keep dodging and shooting until everything dies, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. So the rapid fire thing did kind of, I'm looking down at my controller to see which button is what here. I don't think about what the labels are very often. But I guess we just do this sort of thing. And then there's big bars on the left here. I don't know what those are. Azamar, Commander, I have secured the area. Good, now go to Deep Path. I need you to retrieve a weapon that might be able to destroy the machines. I'll be there, Commander. Alright, so I was talking about the hitboxes before. I would definitely take some careful look at that, but I do understand that there's sort of this building element, so you can't just have like a one central hitbox. I mean, you could in theory, but might not be what you're going for. I don't know, because if you build out kind of vertically, you're going to be like a much bigger target all of a sudden. So it's sort of questionable. I mean, you could still just make it if you wanted to, so that like only the central part of the ship can actually take the damage. That wouldn't be an invalid design by any chance, even if it seems a little nonsensical. You know, there have certainly been shmups made that have like the player sprite is much bigger than the actual hitbox, so that does work. But just something to consider, even if you want to kind of make every part take damage, which I would think would get a little weird because it appears like your ship can get made really big. But I guess if you want, you could still make like the individual pieces, the hitboxes a little smaller than the visual element or something, just kind of sand down the corners, so to speak. Looks like we got some experience. Alright, we got levels. I don't know what the levels do, but... Alright, so we've got, I guess we can select different places to go from here, so that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of complexity to this for sure, which is actually really cool, I think, but maybe a little confusing, but nonetheless cool in concept. I don't know what this one is. So I'm going to guess? What do? Do I click on a... There's so many things, but I don't really know what the things are. So we'll go back to the... Oops. Oh no! I hit escape twice and I got into here somehow. Why can't I have to click back? Wait, what? How did I get back here? Alright, so the transitioning between the mouse and the gamepad isn't really going good. I guess this is where I was in the map. There's some story bits here. There's just a lot of stuff, and I don't really know what each one of these things is telling me at this point. Secured area. Alright, so this is telling me what the colors are. Area, mission. I guess these are the symbols then. So if I kind of take my time to stop and carefully look at and read everything, I can kind of decipher it, but it's just a lot of information thrown at you all at once. Allow minions to attack and wait for new missions. So this is sort of like a roguelike overworld map sort of dealy. I don't know. I haven't played that many roguelikes, but I've seen this sort of thing before, where you kind of defend different areas or whatever, and there's stuff that kind of goes on, sort of metagame type stuff in the background besides the actual action itself. Now this I don't know. I guess these are different regions. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of buttons down here. I guess we're just gonna click on one of these. Presumably these are locked, it says. Actually all of these are locked, so I guess we can only click on this one. Originally I thought this would be like where I was, rather than where I'm going, because I expect there to be a place where I am right now, and then a place where I can go to from there. But I guess we're just gonna click on this, the beginning. Lodion wants you to go to Deep Path, a new weapon to fight the machines has been discovered. That sounds cool. So these are unavailable in demo. I guess maybe these are things that modify the stage and give you bonuses or something, which could be cool. Sounds neat. That's maybe what this is, difficulty reward maybe. I don't know what this is. I guess we're just gonna start the mission. Alright, we got a little... some kind of dropship or something there. Can I move yet? I'm ready, Commander. Great, this carrier holds the artifact that might help to end the machine invasion. Oh. Destroy all minions in carrier's path. Get carrier to my current location. Well, that's certainly interesting. I don't think I've seen a escort mission in a shmup before, so... Oh, it's fast. No, go. Now, do I have to keep it from taking damage? It looks like... I'm not paying attention, but it looks like the shots are going right through it, so... Alright. So I don't really like how you bounce off of things. Like, I appreciate the fact that you don't die from colliding into things. Oh, that's cool. But the little bounce I don't really care for, honestly. It just makes it feel like you're not really in control for a moment. It's kind of annoying. It moves so fast. Whoops. I guess I have to collect all the doodads here. Yeah, I would definitely like to be able to use the D-pad for sure for movement. Because it's already kind of a little imprecise as it is, and with the thumbstick it just makes it feel kind of squishy, honestly. Like between the inertia, the dead zone, and just kind of the nature of the thumbstick makes it feel squishy to use. Now I think which one is it? B? I don't know what that even does. It's just a big burst of some sort. Oh. Oh no! It's going to shoot again. There's no other choice. You'll have to carry the artifact now. Hold still. Oh, that's cool. Bring the Elder Mechanism to Nagati. It will save Sector 6, I hope. Goodbye. But... That's pretty cool. So I do like the little story bits. It's really kind of thematically interesting, and that's pretty cool. I guess we're still doing something. Oh, I guess that was it. Optimized part. Again, I'm reaching for my mouse. I see that cursor on my screen. Okay. Seer is now besieged. Guess I can go to all of these now. I guess we'll do like one more. Try to. Hopefully I don't run out of time here. But I wonder what the story was with the is it the optimized part that was the big fancy weapon that the story was telling me to get here? I was told to bring it to Nagati, to my commander Lodian, so that's the next objective. Okay, so that wasn't really, I had to kind of dig to see that, but I guess we just hit start mission here? Or do we go to here and we've got parts and stuff? Accumulator. This is the optimized part. Reflect chance can be sold for 10 units. Now is there anything I want to like remove maybe to... The Elder Mechanism, I guess it's attached to me now. Cannot be uninstalled. So I guess I'm using it. It gives me a lot of ether. Units used to buy items. Accumulator. Housing. Reflect chance. So I don't know if I want to like... Generic weapon. I want to try something like this, where I just kind of fudge this guy into the middle here so I don't make myself too wide here. So it's a lot easier to dodge things in this direction, I suppose. Looks like I guess this is my maximum capacity for right now. I guess we're just gonna do that. Let's go to story, and I guess we just click start mission and... Got some weird broken pyramids. Try this thing, I guess. Unfortunately, some of that action gets a little covered up by the HUD at the bottom there if you go down low here. Ouch. Again, pretty bullet spongy. Just take a lot of hits to kill guys. Get some kind of plating here. Yeah, I generally prefer, you know, have things die a little easier, but just like put more of them in the level, so you have to kill more of them. It just feels better, generally, because you know, after a while you kind of get tired of just wailing on the same dude. You just want it to pop already, because that's when you get your little fix when the guy finally explodes. See, I don't know why stuff just blows up sometimes. And why does it say the elder mechanism at the bottom? Is it talking? So that's why he wants this artifact. Okay, so I guess it just blew up the dude in front of me, like by its own volition or something. Secondary power source detected. Let's see what it can do. Oh, I've got a timer here. Do I, I wonder if the shield can, like, hurt things. Oh, apparently not. How does the old elder mechanism thing fit into this right now? I see the timer at the top, but I don't know what it's doing. I wish I knew. This little timer's trying to tell me. Oh no, he's dodging him. Just a few more seconds, damn it. That was interesting, but can it stop the machines? Okay, so when the timer ran out, everything blew up, but I don't know. Was it supposed to be doing something while it was, like, active, or? I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of passive effect that I just wasn't noticing. Ouch. Ouch, again. Trying to make two small movements, and I can't really do that because of the inertia here. Jeez, does this thing ever die? Do I have to kill the thing that's, like, tethered to it? Is it getting healed? Maybe that's what it was. I mean, I shot that thing a lot. Did I pick that up? Another thing that can be a little annoying about these sort of bullet spongy enemies is that if there's some reason why something isn't going to die, like if you have to do something else to kill something, it can be hard to even realize that, because you think it's just going to take a lot of bullets, because everything takes a lot of bullets anyways. So you could be wailing on it for like a long time before you realize that something is amiss. I just completely hate that. So I'm hurting a bit here. What are the buttons? That's a good one. I guess I can just eat all these bullets while the shield is up without having to worry about it, maybe? Ah. These guys are dying. It's taking so long. Wow. Frick. Holy cow, he takes so many shots. Oh my gosh. Does that guy heal him? Is that what he's doing with his little tether thing? What is he doing? I still don't know, honestly. Beacon. Oh, I missed what it said at the bottom there. It's hard to kind of look down there and read what it's saying while I'm trying not to die. Oh gosh, I just gotta kill that guy behind him. Ow. Heck. It's hard. He's really good at positioning that other dude in front of him. Holy heck. I'm hurting. I am forgetting about these abilities a lot, but... So which one is this? Oh, it's only when shields are active. Eh. Please die. So your shots are a little... Ah, man. I was doing pretty good. I'm still here, I guess, or did it just start over? Mission failed, you were defeated. Okay. So I guess it's gonna do the sort of... gain enough experience to level up. What does that mean, though? Alright, new abilities. So yeah, apparently it's gonna keep track of your progress. If you lose or not, you don't just redo it. It's kind of permanent, so that's the thing. Okay, so we'll probably wrap this up, but just some thoughts real quick. I mentioned a whole bunch of things, which hopefully was worth considering. It is kind of a lot to take in. It's a little confusing here and there, especially these menus. It just kind of throws a lot at you, and the graphics are a little bit abstract, so that kind of sometimes makes it a little harder to immediately wrap your head around. I don't like the way that it kind of switches between the keyboard and mouse here. It's annoying. But aside from everything I mentioned, the general concept is pretty darn cool. I think thematically it's very interesting. And so the story bits that were in there were pretty compelling, and the kind of the style of it is nice. So definitely it's a very cool game in here. I think there's some different little things here and there that could be improved upon. The action was fairly fun. Like I said, I did kind of wish the controls were tighter and the movement was more responsive, so I could kind of dodge things more successfully. And the enemies are like super spongy, but aside from that, I think kind of the structure of like all the bullets and everything was pretty fun to kind of dodge around, and it looked juicy without being kind of overwhelming or anything, so that's pretty good in my opinion. It was fun, so hopefully this was useful to you. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you do with this game. I think there's a lot of really cool ideas kind of crammed in here, so definitely neat. Hopefully you'll be able to get something out of this, and definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video.